Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, everyone. Everyone. Don't worry about that. My bad. I am deeply. God damn it. Hold on. You need to close files. I don't know why you opened. Sorry, I'm just adjusting the Twitch thing. It's been a bit. Right, I've updated it. So, first things first, I have some explaining to do. Most of it's just where I've been, why I haven't exactly been, active. And I don't have the best reasoning, but a lot of shit is just happening in my life right now. I between streaming and trying to lose weight, which has been successful so far, by the way, and like trying to find time to spend time with friends and family, and not suffering burnout from existing. It's been hard, and I realized that I haven't said anything, but like I have no way to contact anybody. Like if you guys aren't like if you don't have my Discord or my phone number or anything, that you just can't contact me and say, hey, what's going on with streams, then I have no way to tell you, hey, things are rough right now, and I'm sorry, but I can't stream. I'm hoping to get at least like a 2-hour stream in tonight. No promises though. Hell, for all I know, maybe you'll squeeze in a third hour, but anyway, today we're playing Monster Sanctuary. I know what you're thinking. Beef Factory, you've been playing so many different goddamn games. Why are you starting a new one? Well, it's because I'm kind of just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. Dauntless was successful. Pal World was successful. The Skyrim ones have been a little successful. YSP was successful at first, but it then dropped off a lot. But I'm kind of just trying to feel around and find my little niche in the world. That's what this is all about. That's why I keep playing new and different, like in different games to see what people enjoy watching me play. I know it can be like really irritating if you're particularly attached to a specific series, but until you speak up, I don't know that. So if you want to see a specific series continue, you need to let me know. Okay? I have my Discord in my socials, like down where the tips and the suggestion box is. I have my Discord. I have my YouTube channel linked, so you can just go to one of the videos and leave a comment saying, hey, where's this series? I don't mind. Sorry, something in my throat. But anyway, so, we could do New Game Plus since I still have my original save. We could do New Game. We could do Bravery, Randomizer, Permadeath. I'll probably just turn on Relics of Chaos. $607,296, huh? So, I'm very experienced in this game. I'm not the best, but I know quite a bit about this game, but We're going to be doing a normal playthrough, so except with Relics of Chaos, because that just makes things more fun. We're just going to be doing new game. We will be the male because I am male. Alright. Barnacles. I'm just letting this roll through while I figure stuff out. I'm interested. Oh shit, it's already through. So, for those of you that didn't watch the exposition, basically, world is full of monsters. It's all pretty interesting. Like, basically, it's a little world that they locked away from the rest of the world, and that's where all the monsters fled to, the mythological beasts and stuff. These are the spectral familiars. Each one is tied to a different bloodline, and each one is good at different things. The spectral wolf and lion are literally interchangeable. They're boring. I do not find them useful at all. I never have, and I probably never will. The spectral eagle is at least somewhat interesting, in that it's not very durable, but later on it has the ability to just keep coming back from the dead like an annoying roach. I honestly prefer the spectral toad, because he is a combination of tank, debuffer, and healer. Right, the 4 prominent bloodlines. So each of them is guided by a spectral familiar. Begins on the Keeper's Trail. This bloodline familiar bears the form of a spectral toad. Ghost frog. I dub you Gurk. Mighty protector. Monsters are wild things. The only reason I'm helping you is the bond I share with your family. Most monsters are less inclined than me to help you. That is why you must always raise your own monsters. They will grow alongside you, just as I will, and they will fight for you. The best way to gain a monster's loyalty is to hatch it from its egg. Of course, you'll have to fight to get those monster eggs. Look at the blob over there. It's so cute. Initiate a fight by contact. We shall see if you will live up to your ancestors. Basically, Gurk here wants you to kick the shit out of this poor little blob. So the combat system looks simple at first, but it gets really intricate later. Now, this blob is there aren't types in this, but he is weak to wind and he resists water. So, Bubble Burst is a water type move, so it does less damage to him. Mud Cannon is neutral, but it does noticeably less damage compared to Tackle, which also ignores 25% of the target's defense. So we're just going to keep tackling him. Now, Kolak here is resistant to water, so those little attacks will do nothing to him. Or Kolak. That was my last one. Gurk, you're Gurk. Kolak's when I last played Monster Sanctuary. Gurk here is resistant to water, so there's not much this slime can do. So we're just gonna keep. Unlike other monster tamer games, you don't like tame them. You don't like catch them in a little ball. You just kick the shit out of them and take their kid. There we go. You received a blob egg. Now you need to hatch it. Open the inventory menu and try to hatch it. So we're going to go to our inventory. Egg. I dub you Pickle because you're green like a pickle. So as you can see, they have different stats. Kolak is, god damn it, Gurk is quite balanced. He has equal attack and magic. He has much higher defense than Pickle over here. He has higher health and he has higher mana. But keep in mind, stats aren't everything. Plus, Gurk is one of a kind. You can't get another Spectral Familiar, whereas you can get as many blobs as you want if you keep killing them. No, you know what? We'll go into the skills later. That is your first monster you hatch by yourself. Right now, it's weak, so you'll need to train it. There's much more for you to learn, too. You and that blob are quite alike. Let's continue on the Keeper's Trail. It will lead us to Old Burren, an old friend of mine. He's a patient teacher to all young keepers who seek guidance. I advise you to listen to him very carefully. So yeah, we're gonna go seek out some guy called Old Burren. Now, fights can be up to 3v3, but you as the player gets 6 extra slots, so that you can swap between them mid-fight. Now, I think speed matters. I could be wrong. No. Things are taken in turns. So it's your turn, then theirs. And basically, you, whatever happens is determined by what order you chose them to go in. Like, for instance, we're going to hit them with an Arcane Bolt. And then we're going to hit it with Tackle. Now, you might have noticed that Arcane Bolt was much stronger than it was when it was just Gurk on its own. That's because the combo system, each individual number that pops up, like for instance heal, 4 numbers are going to pop up. That means that we increase the combo by 4. Each level of the combo increases the damage of the next attack in the combo by however much that is. So, because the combo is now at 4 and the damage is at 120%, Tackle is going to be doing 20% more damage. We're just gonna keep healing. Pickle and Gurk here don't work well together. You don't need 2 heal and debuffers. Unless your build is specifically based around that, anyway. Now, if you see a purple bar that's going down each time I have them use an attack, that's their mana. Yes, they have limited resources, and no, you can't. Well, like, you can replenish it for consumables, but it's a waste. You can have them attack normally, but it does piss poor damage. The only bright side is that it doesn't use any mana at all. This potion, nice. Based on the effectiveness of your combat strategy, you get a rating of 1 to 5 stars. Earning a higher rating increases your chances of getting better drops, like rare monster eggs. Yeah, basically, the better you do in the fight, and just how much more you overwhelm them, the rarer stuff you'll get. Keeper's Trail. Young Keeper, 'tis the Keeper's Trail's beginning, for all of man, beast, and sanctuary has beginning. Oh, we got 2 new monsters here. A Rocky and a Magma Pillar. Magma Pillar is weak to water. And Rocky is weak to fire. We don't have fire, so we're just going to have Pickle hit him with an Arcane Bolt, and then Gurk will follow up with a Bubble Burst. So, what he just did, he just buffed his entire team with 1 skill, because that's how the game works. Barrier reduces the amount of damage they take by 20%. Alright, buff info. Yeah, Barrier receive 20% less damage. Keep in mind, they can't stack buffs on themselves forever. If anything, buffs are quite limited in this game, because 1, you need specific skills or passives or something in order to let you stack on multiple buffs. And 2, each buff that you apply is half as strong, or each duplicate of a buff is going to be half as strong as the original. So if you have a Rocky with 3 stacks of Barrier, it's only going to have a 40% damage reduction instead of a 60, because it's 20, then 10, then another 10. As your monsters gain experience in combat, they will increase in level. This allows them to gain new skills. You should take a look at the skill tree menu. Here's where the game gets crazy. Each and every monster has its own, each and every species of monster has its own unique skill tree. They're all built different. Some skills are like you'll see on other monsters, but no skill tree is the same as another. For instance, Gurk here, he can get healing. He can get heal. He can get toxin, which means every hit that he lands is a 10% chance to apply poison. You can get mana proc, so every attack triggers an additional hit equal to 50% of his max mana, which would be 50 damage. Poison Glands. When he gets attacked, there's a 50-50 chance of applying poison to his attacker. I'm going to get Taunt, because when an ally would be attacked, there's a 25% chance to redirect the attack to this monster. Some skills are nerfed in PvP. For instance, Taunt, it's reduced by 10%, which is insane. You can also have them unlearn it if you haven't left the skill tree yet. Or maybe I was wrong. Oh well. Didn't know that they had in-depth stuff like that. Ooh, first treasure chest. We got a Cestus. Hey, fellow keeper, do you know that every single one of your monsters possesses a special ability? Some can be used to get rid of certain obstacles. Also, you might encounter some destructible walls, like the one behind me. Go in and try to hit it with some of your monster's abilities. So, if you press E, specifically with Gurk, he'll charge forward and break whatever the fuck is in his way. Which nets us a vital ring. Every monster has its own thing. Some of them share one, Well, that doesn't mean that everyone has its own, but you get what I mean. Hey friend, you're just starting as a monster keeper, right? Did you find some equipment for your monsters already? You can make your monsters stronger by equipping them. This game is like the horrid mixture of a Metroidvania, a monster collector, and an RPG. It's like if a bunch of classic games had an orgy, and what came out they all decided to collectively raise. We're dealing with a Blob and a Vero. Vero is interesting, because Vero is weak to earth and resistant to wind. So we're just going to focus the Vero, because Vero has really high attack stats. So we're going to start with Arcane Bolt, and then with that damage combo we have, we're going to abuse it with Mud Cannon. Wow, if I had got more crits, I would have killed it outright. There's also a slight issue with Vero, and that's that, yeah, Pickle's weak to wind, so we cannot let him live. His existence is simply unacceptable at the moment, so we're just going to beat him down. We're not going to use our Phoenix tier. Those are very rare, or at least expensive to my knowledge. And I'm stingy. In real life, in games, I do not like spending money if I can help it. The only exception is in Skyrim, because there's so many ways to get money in Skyrim. We're going to finish off this blob. Hopefully we'll get a Vero egg. Looks like Pickle leveled up. Let's see, he can learn Acid Rain, he can learn Bubble Burst, Magic Proc, which means every attack triggers an additional hit equal to 35%. This does not mean that you're doubling the amount of hits in an attack. This just means that it's tacking one on to the end. Or several if you have multiple. Now, I'm actually going to be grabbing Combo Healing, which means healing actions trigger an additional heal on the monster for the lowest health equal to 30% of this monster's magic value. It has way higher magic than it does physical stats, so that's a good idea. Most blobs are actually magic-oriented. Man prospered for generations, founded cities and nations, connected by dirt and wheel, and later by steam and steel. Did anyone see that up there? We can't reach it now, but we're coming back for that fucker later. They are Fluffy and a glass cannon. Obtain the gauntlet. To the right is the Keeper's Stronghold, and the left is the Keeper's Trail. This is the path to the Keeper's Stronghold. We should continue on the Keeper's Trail first and visit Old Burren. I don't think I can get up there right now. I'll have to come back for that later. Oh, some Vero. Alright, let's get started. We're going to start off with Arcane Bolt. And follow up with a Mud Cannon. They're probably going to be... Oh, Might. Increases all... Everyone who has Might has their physical attack increased by... I want to say around 20%. When in doubt, if you don't know how much a monster stat is being increased, assume it's 20%. You'll usually be right. Now, as you can see, Gurk is taking a hell of a beating, so we're going to heal him with Pickle. And then Gurk is going to lay into him with Mud Cannon. I like to imagine Gurk is just opening his mouth wide and just unleashing a torrent of mud, like, buddy, why do you have mud in your mouth? What have you been doing before we got here? Were you looking for worms? mean, no judging, but like just go buy something at the fishing store. Really? I'm getting really bad luck this run. Because you can't do much without flight, and Vero has flight. Man knew of those who wait in the woods and caverns beyond, yet for the treasures of Finnegan long, for the breed of kings was great. So, how the level system in this game works. Each new area, each new room you enter, the monsters will be stronger than the last. However, previous rooms you entered will stay at that strength forever. So that first blob we encountered is still level 1, but these guys are level 2. But if you skip a fight, that means that you'll potentially be behind on damage. And levels and just everything in general. So you physically cannot afford to skip a fight in this game, unless you want to get screwed over really bad. And you can't exactly grind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't grind. Because the way fights work, the monsters that were cleared in a fight will respawn after you've already been through 3 other fights. Which is very annoying, admittedly, but there's not much I can really do about that, you know? I just play the game, I don't do coding or anything. And I prefer if they just respawned when you left the room and returned. That way you could farm for a specific monster's egg. Oh, speaking of eggs, we finally got our third. That means we can finally have a full team. I would have preferred the Rocky, but Magma Pillar works too. I'm gonna name you Squiggles. Oh, Squiggles starts at level 3, same as Gurk. Alright. Ooh. Apply shield to a party when an enemy receives burn damage equal to 3% of each monster's max health. Oh, you specialize in setting people on fire. Let's grab Burning Desire, and then we'll grab Shield 1, because shielding is amazing. Gurk, you will take Poison Gland. Because of Poison Gland, that means there's a 25% chance you'll take the hit. And then an extra... Wait, no. There's a 25% chance you'll take the hit, and then half of those hits that you'll take, you'll then poison the enemy back. Which, very mean combo this early in the game. Because not many monsters have a way to restore their status effects. I'm just going back to see if I can get a Rocky or Vero. Especially a Vero. Oh, there's a third Magma Pillar now. Interesting. That's new, I think. Right, we're going to start with Arcane Bolt. We're going to follow up with Ignite. And we're going to finish off that Magma Pillar with Bubble Burst. A single crit, yep. A single crit killed him. And because that Rocky took burn damage, that means that we're all getting shielding. Shielding is potent. Let's shield up. Hit him with a Bubble Burst. We are going to heal Gurk to full. Squiggles is going to follow up with an Ignite on that Rocky. And Gurk is going to finish off that Magma Pillar with Bubble Burst. Hey, 4 stars. And we got a Rocky Egg. That's going to be an amazing addition to the team, trust me. I'm going to name you Pebble. Every monster gets a name, unless they're a duplicate, in which case they die. Mana upkeep. Increases mana regeneration of the whole party by 10%. Not bad. Actually, that could be really good. Alright, I'll grab Acid Rain. I prefer Acid Rain to Bubble anyway, even though Bubble does another hit, it still does less damage, and on top of that, Bubble doesn't inflict a debuff guaranteed. We're going to grab Improved Mana Regeneration for Pebble and Restore, because being able to remove a debuff this early in the game is going to be a godsend. Just trust me. Yeah, it was X to change pets. They're not pets. So Rocky's power is the ability to make these little rocks. They push down pressure plates and can be used as platforms. They're really helpful. Here's where Pickle's not gonna come too much handy, so we're going to swap him out for Pebble. Right, here's how it works. You pick the monsters. So we're going to pick Squiggles, Gurk, and Pebble. We're going to start off with Shield from Squiggles. We're going to follow up with a Leaf Slash from Pebble. And finish off that Vera with a Mud Cannon. Blobs don't have very high attack. They're better at being sabotagers and stuff. Oh, we got a poisoned. Nice. We're going to be casting Barrier on ourselves. We're going to be following up with Tackle on that unpoisoned blob. And nearly finishing it with a Punch combo from Pebble. Now, the only reason I'm not having Squiggles attack is because he's better at shielding. See? That blue bar is our shield, and the more full that is, the less damage he'll take. I think that's logic, anyway. Finish off the Punch combo. Should probably mention, certain skills also let debuffs stack on themselves. But an enemy can have every kind of debuff at once, and if they don't have a way to remove any of them, then they're screwed. It isn't like Pokemon where you can only have paralysis, freeze, burn, or other stuff, you know? And you'll find that debuffs and stuff are actually a much more viable strategy than most would give them credit for, admittedly. So we're going to start off with Shield. That way they can't break through our barriers super easy. I don't think they have a burning attack, so we should be good. What is Kolok to? Fire. So 2 of our team are weak to fire, and the last one resists. It's not bad. We're We're going to hit one with a Mud Cannon. And follow it up with Leaf Slash. Hopefully it'll kill. No crit. Oh well. Poisoned? Yes! Flying over shield. Use Restore and Prolock. Rocky are not very good at sustaining their mana, as you can see. That took most of Rocky's magic, like, right away. Should probably mention, debuffs like Poison, they have an element. Poison is, of course, Earth. Fire's fire, electricity, or Shock is, electricity. Wait, no, Shock is wind. Like, it's just one of those things, you know? I'm gonna follow a Mud Cannon on you. And hopefully finish you with a Leaf Slash if I get a crit. I apparently needed 2. Oh well. Going to cast another shield to make sure we can't damage us again. Followed up with Mud Cannon on that debuffed one. And we're gonna let Pebble get his own kill with Leaf Slash. Oh, I'm already getting tired. What time is it? 8:30? I can go for another half hour, maybe get an hour and a half. Did I get an egg? Didn't check. Barnacles. Right, we'll just use the tried and true strategy of platformer. I should probably equip my monsters with some of that gear, but I don't feel like it. I already have an egg of each type, and I already cleared this room, so, choice is being made for me. Okay. We're not bringing Pebble in, because Pebble's weak to fire. Going to use shield. Going to follow it up with an acid rain. Armor break boosts their armor by 20%, which means it's 20% more damage. So by comboing armor break into bubble blast, we're basically maximizing our damage. Well, he's dead. I don't even have to worry. Going to start off with a shield. Followed up with Acid Rain on this one. Acid Rain and Barrier basically cancel each other out, so the damage here is going to be neutral. The element won't be, though. And just like in Pokemon, elements mean a lot here. If only that mattered. Alright, we'll hit you with an Arcane Bolt. Followed up with a tackle from yours truly. And finally, an Ignite. Just finish him off with Ignite. Look, Squiggles, you got this. Unfortunately, there is no bee monster in this game. Ooh. Fortunately, we did just level up for 3 of our monsters. Variety is the spice of life, but also, do I really need Slime Shot? Yes. Squiggles, you will learn. Mana Shielding. When attacking an enemy, generate a shield equal to 20% of max mana for each hit. That is crazy. That's for each hit. That means that, like, per hit, so Ignite level 2 does 4 hits. That means it's proccing 4 times. Oh, and Power. All monsters in the party deal 5% more damage. That's pretty good. You, Prolock, will probably learn think you need to be offensive. So you can learn... I don't need barrier right now. Maybe later, but for now, no. You will learn... Tackle level 2, which is much, much stronger compared to level 1. I think most attacks can go up to level 4 or 5, I want to say. Some can only go up to 2 though, because they can only be found on that monster. We don't have a wind monster because we're really unlucky, so we'll just be taking Squiggles. No, we don't need Gurk. We'll just take Pickle and Pebble. Start off with a shield. Follow up with a Slime Shot. Finish it off with a Leaf Slash. Right now it's Punch Combo. Oh well. That shit hurted. Hit him with an Acid Rain. Follow up with a Punch Combo. Assuming the others don't heal that blob, then... Ow? This is rude. Right, we'll start with Barrier. Fall... Oh, I can't afford it. Okay, just heal them. See what I mean by Pebbles having poor mana? Until we get Pebbles' mana up, they're more of a detriment than anything, unfortunately. And there aren't many upgrades for its own mana. Sad as it is to say. I'm going to start off with Shield. Hit with Slime Shot first. Then Punch Combo. It's going to heal itself, no doubt. Oh, Rocky's going first? Oh. Oh, we're going all in, I see. Alright, let's return the favor then. Unfortunately, one Rocky alone isn't enough to deal with a team like this, so he's kind of screwed. Sad as it is to say. Start off with Acid Rain for a Ferret debuff. Followed up with Punch Combo. Finally, Ignite level 1. Gotta maximize that combo for more stuff. Helmet. That's pretty nice. Pebble leveled up, so we're going to have Pebble learn Channel, because Channel makes it so all skills cost 20% less mana. Man plunged in the deepest abyss. Foraged, attacked, and slew. These endeavors were without solace. The cost of humanity nobody knew. We have some vines here, and we don't have anyone to cut it, but we do have someone to burn them. Because a little bit of arson goes a long way, especially in a fantasy setting. What's up with you? Hello, young monster keeper. Your first time on the keeper's trail, is it? This is a teleporter stone. Use it to travel quickly to other teleporters you find. Me? I'm just a treasure hunter. I make a business selling the things I find here and there. Want to buy something? Where's Old Burren? Old Burren? You can find him heading further west. What do you sell? Sustain ring. That's mana regeneration. I'll buy one. It couldn't hurt, could it? Hey, fellow keeper, did you know that you can change which of your monsters following you around? This lets you use different monster abilities while exploring. See you next. Change the following monster. Do that. Let's fight some Rockies. This team should be fine, actually. We'll start with Acid Rain. Shield. And finish it off with Tackle. Should probably mention, shielding and healing do not benefit from combo. So if you're going to use them in a combo, start with them first. That way you achieve maximum benefits from it. Also, even things like mana proc from monster skills that make it so when they attack, an extra hit shows up, those extra hits count towards the combo. You can do a lot of wacky shit in this game. Sprinkle some more acid on that guy. Hit the middle one with another tackle. Right, you are going to start off the party with Acid Rain on you. We're going to follow up with Tackle. You're going to attack that one with Ignite. Burn them. Another Rocky Egg. I don't need a copy, so I'll probably get rid of that one. Yoink. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it at 1 hour, guys. I'm really tired. It's been a long day. An eventful one, and one that I wouldn't regret doing again, but a long day. And it's really hot in the house. Unfortunately, the RAC is broken. Mine isn't. I have a personal one outside of the central AC, but then the central AC broke, and now the rest of the house is just awful. Weak to Earth. So we want a no shielding squad. Got it. Start off with slime shot for the poison. Follow up with leaf slash. And finish it off with mud cannon. And then the poison should take it out. Yep. First turn, first kill. Alright. These are cat zerkers and they hit really fucking hard. If you see a cat zerker, your best or only hope is to run the opposite direction. Hope that it doesn't get bored enough to try catching up. Alright, start casting Restore on yourself and your friends. That cat with a slimy shot. That sounded better in my head. Follow up with mud cannon. I know it seems simple so far, but it gets much, much harder here, trust me. some of the fights, especially the optional ones, are fucking insane. So fun though. Because, like, you can just, if you know the ins and out of the game, you can just spend hours upon hours of Fury crafting different builds for, you know, different monster teams and everything. Not surprised Gurk is the first one to level 5. By the way, as you can see, all of these are locked off. We'll unlock the next one when we choose levels 10, 20, and 30. I'm going to be giving Kolok Toxin. This team will work. Start off with Shield. Follow up with Acid Rain for the Armor Break, and then finish off with Bubble Burst. Hopefully poisoned. Or just get a shitload of crits, that works too. That's not good. Gurk is burned. Right, let's shield up. And Bubble Burst. In 10 minutes, I'm going to be calling it a night, guys. I know I'm turning it really early, but I honestly am just wiped. Doesn't help that it's so fucking hot in this house. You know, the heat just makes me sleepy, assuming it's not making me melt and miserable, which usually is first. Some more shielding in so Gurk doesn't burn to death. He'll die from poison, so I can afford to hit the other one for Bubble Burst. Never mind. Let's get a barrier up. Let's get an Acid Rain on. Let's hit them with a Bubble Burst. If you don't die from poison, I'm going to be upset. There we go. Took 5 turns. Another Magma Pillar Egg. I prefer if I got Vero, or I'll even take Cat Zerker. At that, you say that like Cat Zerker is bad. Don't get me wrong, it's extraordinarily powerful, but that makes things boring, in my opinion. Let's get mana upkeep. Let's grab Shield 2. And finally, Cascade. Toxic Feedback's really good. Heal for 5% for into max health at the start of each turn for each stack of poison on enemies. I don't have any skill points, okay. Shouldn't have a Cat Zerker. I hope I managed to get an egg. Water. You can also see what kind of attacks they have down here. So Cat Zerker has physical attacks and wind attacks, perhaps both. Blob has magical and water, and same for the other one. So I'm going to be running this team since they don't have any weaknesses except for Blob, except for Squiggles is weak against the Blob. But Squiggles is our shielder, so I'm not worried. We're going to use Channel to reduce how much mana we're all using. I probably should have done that first. That was a blunder. Bubble Burst. Arcane Bolt. Air Sickle. We're going to start off with Shield. Because goddamn do I love Shield too. We're going to follow it up with a Leaf Slash to Cat Zerker. If you see a Cat Zerker, you need to get rid of that fucker immediately because they hit so hard. Cat Zerkers are the definition of glass cannon. God help you if the opponent's running a team with Cat Zerker and something that looks like a giant mantis, God help you because no one else can. They're there for one thing and one thing only, and that's to ruin your day. I have more than enough defenses that I can afford to go on the offensive now. So we're going to start off. Actually, you know what? Just slap up a barrier. Punch combo that blob. How you punch about hands, I don't have a clue. I mean, at least Kirby could throw hands, and he doesn't have hands. Or, literally, he just has little nubs. I was like, wait, no, that's not right. Then I was like, wait, that is right. It's absolutely right. Burn it. Punch it. And bulldoze. I don't like how Gurk just starts blowing bubbles everywhere when he attacks, no matter what he does. Why did I just get gifted a tier 1 subscription to Scott Falco? You know, I followed him a little bit ago, but like, okay. Let's grab Spore. Spore's a really good skill because it then leads to Cleanse. And how Cleanse works is each hit that you land, not each attack you use, each hit that you land has a 25% chance of stripping a buff, which is insane. Then came before, free from greed or any other sin, who listened to the voice of it, struck a wound to a realm's core. What's down first? Now, notably, this wall seems normal, but if you look on the map, it says it's a pathway, and it is. There's not many, but there are a few tricky passageways like that throughout the game. Monster Sanctuary features a lot of backtracking by play, but only later in the game. We'll fight them in a moment. I fucking see the relic. I see it up there. It's that purple chest. Now, this thing we can burn. That thing we can bubble. And then we get the best of both worlds. Some potions. Pandora's box. Oh. I don't think it acts as the same one in Greek mythology, or else we'd be fucked. Let's bring people who are not weak to wind. Right. Let's start off with Channel. Follow up with Shield. And finish off with Bubble Burst. I'll probably be uploading the VOD to YouTube later, by the way. Probably after I wake up tomorrow, like before I start the day. Shoot up. Right, let's hit that thing with Spore. What Spore does is it inflicts weakness. And weakness, it's a very good status affliction. Because weakness is basically like, hey, you're dealing 20% less damage now. That hurts. Time to heal. And that's why Rocky is one of the strongest supports you can get early game. Unfortunately, it takes a lot to do even that little bit. No, just tackling them would do much more damage, sure. And now we're burning. It's fine, we get the health to afford it. Oh shit. Thanks, and for my cat, I didn't know that. How do I access the menu in a fight? Oh well. I'll find that out after. I'll probably Google it. Hit that with a burner. Hit that with a spore. And finally, Bubble Burst v Magma Builder. Nice. Okay, you're burning. You're taking a lot of damage. Oh, it's fine. Right, let's finish this off. Punch combo on that one. And then just burn the other one. I'm sure burning cats is legal somewhere. Aw, it sucks. If it makes you feel any better, I've beaten this game like 3 separate times. Did not know this. Oh, so you can. Fuck. Alright, let's just double the speed. I enjoy the animations and all, but I'm pretty tired, and I want to beat Old Burren before I get off. That way, when I next play this, I can't make it across that gap. Fuck, that's right. I'm still gonna have to go back for Vero because I'm unlucky. How do you not get Vero when you're fucking doing the tutorial area anyway? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Unless I get Vero and Yowie here. And yes, chat, it is called Yowie. And not get your mind out of the gutters, chat. Except for you, N4, you're doing great. Mainly because apparently you've played this game before, and I appreciate anyone who's played this. Right, focus. Weak to fire, weak to wind, weak to fire. Water, wind, water. We're gonna need squirrels. We don't have a source of wind damage. Let's do Gurk because he's really tanky. Squiggles for some added defense, and I think I'll actually go for Pickle. Right, we're going to start off with Shield 2. Holy shit, look at him go. Yowie's an amazing tank. In terms of tanks, I actually prefer Crystal Snail, though. He might actually just be my favorite monster outright. And I know Crystal Snail isn't, like, super popular, but you cannot tell me that max defense Crystal Snail being buffed by a fucking Araqulich isn't a threat. You're poisoned. I don't even have to worry about you. Why am I worrying? Okay, you have an Acid Rain, and follow up with a Tackle. Get poisoned, idiot. Thank you so much, Enflip. This is so nice. I mainly wanted to take it slow because few people have actually heard of Monster Sanctuary. Hell, when I went to actually set it up so that was the thing I was streaming, it said there were like only 7 people that were watching, which is insane. This is an amazing game. It deserves all the attention it can get. Come on, give me something good. Yes! I got Yowie! I still don't have a fucking wind monster, but I'll take it. What to name you? You're gonna be Bigums. You look like a Bigums. What skills can you learn? Oh, absolutely. Hand them over. Channel isn't the best because I already have Pebble for Channel, but it is kind of old. But you know what? It's not old enough to be forgotten already. I mean, it only came out what, a few years ago. I mean, I know it got its last update ever last year, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to Aethermancer whenever that comes out. Can't get up there if I double jump. From this wound, rivers flowed and mountains grew mighty and cold. It is the only place for any creature that lives in peace with its nature. Alright, we're taking Bigums, because Bigums is V-Tank, so we don't need Gurk at the moment. We're taking Squiggles. And we'll take Pebble. We'll start off with a Channel from Bigums. Follow up with a Shield from Squiggles. And from Pebble, we will hit him with... Actually, just focus the fucking Cat Zerker first. You can swap out someone else or just start spamming Ignite later. Shield. Just beat the shit out of it, Bigums. I really need to start, like, I'm not very experienced with all the monsters. Like, I've done a few, I've tried a few, fucking, what are they called? Tribe restricted runs. But I've done nothing, like, really hard. You know, I've never done, like, a proper randomizer. Knight's going to deal a major amount of damage, and yeah, definitely overcome their healing. Punch combo, follow up with beating, finish with Ignite. Multiple Yowie should be considered a war crime if they're on the same team. Because at that point, you're kind of just punching a brick wall that punches back. Like, look at this. Would you kindly die, sir? I still need to play the Bioshock series. But I don't know. Might be a little expensive. Finally! I finally got a monster with a fucking wind attack. That took far too long. You know what? What to name you? Tough choice. Fuck it. I name you cuts. That's like a fucking free layered pun, and I'm so proud of it. So we are... Actually, do I... No, I need to actually look at the skills. Precision, absolutely. Precision's a no-brainer. We're gonna grab a crit chance bonus. Finally, we're gonna work to another crit chance bonus, and then probably lifesteal. Nah, I'm giving them simple names, but you know, it's whatever works. The title of these books read The Ancestral Tome of Blob Handling and The Hidden Places of Monster Sanctuary, a guide. But like, I don't know, I like naming my monsters. It's kind of a challenge, because I suck at naming things. We've got Pickle, Squiggles, Gurk, Pebble, Bigums, and Cuts. Oh, this isn't an old friend of mine. Hey, Burn, long time no see. I brought you a new student. He just hatched his first monsters. I thought you might teach him some lessons. So you're the new Spectral Keeper, huh? Folk call me Old Burn. I've made my home at the end of the Keeper's Trail, so I can teach all of you greenhorns about your new duties as fully fledged monster keepers. But first, let's battle to see if you're worthy of the title. Always observe your enemies carefully. Some say the outcome of the battle site before it begins. Since I raised those blobs myself, they're stronger than the ones you've seen so far. As you can see, their level's much higher. You can also see the weaknesses and resistances of your enemies. My blobs are weak to wind attacks. So, obviously, Squiggles is the MVP. We're gonna bring on... Actually, you know what? We're gonna bring on Pickle for the debuffs and then Cuts for damage. So start off with Shield. Look at the top right corner of the screen. That's the combo counter. Every action you do in combat will increase the combo counter based on how often you hit your enemies or heal or buff your allies. This will increase the damage of the following attacks. The combo counter resets after every turn, so it makes sense to always try to act if you're weaker, defensive, or assisting monsters first, and use high hit count actions. This will maximize the damage your offensive monsters act later. Looking at you. Thanks, N4. It was nice meeting you too. I hope you have a great day. Oh, you followed me. That makes my day. Thanks. Let's hit him with a... Start off with Slime Shot for a quick poison. Followed up with some Air Sickle. No crit yet, but that's fine. Shield. If any of you want me to slow the game down so you can follow like what's happening, just say so. I don't mind. Arcane Bolts twice. They really want my side on Blob. Poor little Pickle. Hit him with a Slime Shot. Finish off one of them. Burn that one. Reduce that one's defenses. And finish it off. Shield. Acid Rain. And finish it off. Catzurker is probably one of my favorite offensive monsters, simply because it's a cat with a sword, and it hits really fucking hard. Not bad at all. You've walked the Keeper's Trail and you defeated my monsters. However, to become a proper monster keeper, you'll need to complete one more test. Young Keeper, this next test will be much more challenging. You should prepare for it first. Once spending free skill points, use them now and use them wisely. Alrighty, now, I probably should use them like really wisely, but I'm just gonna grab sorcery. For squiggles, we are actually going to be grabbing. Okay, let's grab mana shielding. And for Gurk, we will of course be. Let's start going down this path because it has some good skills that can be useful later. We are going to take on Olgarin. Have you prepared for a real test? Good. You show bravery. This time you're not facing a normal monster. Wow. Then we do his little dance. Particularly powerful monsters are often described as champions. They have more health, do more damage, and can act multiple times a turn. It's your job as a monster keeper to take care of them. So it's only fitting that you beat one to become a member of the Order of Monster Keepers. Show me what you're made of. Now, this guy does earth damage, is weak to fire, or is resistant to fire and weak to wind. So we're going to have to bring cuts. We will... Alright, let's do Pickle, Pebble, and Cuts. Because all three of them specialize in debuffing. Start off with Channel, combo into Sorcery, and then finish off with an Air Sickle. Yeah, champions get to move twice in one turn instead of just once. We are going to heal Cuts. Then we're going to debuff him with weakness, and then follow up with an Air Sickle. We are going to have you heal Pickle. Good job, Pebble. We're going to follow up with Armor Break on Chunky Lad over here, and then hit him with another Air Sickle. Restore Cuts. Hit him with a Slime Shot. Hit him with an Air Sickle. Heal yourself. Heal Cuts. And with an Air Sickle. This entire thing is just they're going to keep healing each other, and then Cuts is going to hit him with an Air Sickle. Both of you heal yourselves. Air Sickle. Oh wow, that did a lot of damage. Okay, heal Cuts. Get healed by Pebble. Get hit with an Air Sickle. That I know this is boring, but like this is the basic champion fight. This is the very first one, so we can't do like cool, complicated shit until later. And finished. There we go. It took us 9 turns, but we still got 3 out of 5. Congratulations, young one. Defeated your first champion, therefore you are now a keeper aspirant. Nothing more is required of you. However, stay a while and listen, won't you? Because there are things going on in the sanctuary that trouble me. You see, monsters can't become this powerful by normal means. Champions usually don't accept other monsters beside them or keep in control of them. Champions are always an anomaly, quite rare in nature. I enhanced its goal on myself to make it stronger. But even I couldn't control it for longer periods of time, so I leave it deactivated most of the time. Recently, Keeper Range has been finding an unusual amount of champions around the sanctuary. I relatively received letters by Vero mail from rangers who are stuck into some reaches of the sanctuary fighting against champions. If it weren't for my old bones, I'd go out for myself, but at least I can keep the Keeper's trail safe. I trapped a champion in the caves in this area. You can take care of it if you feel up to the task. Before you go, there's one more lesson I want to teach you. Don't worry, I don't have any more monsters you want free to fight. This lesson is just about feeding your monsters. Obtained 2 apple, 2 potato. Feeding your monsters will boost their stats. Caring for your monsters is vital if you intend to face more champion monsters. The monster always only profits from the last free food items you gave to it. Now, good luck on your road as a monster keeper. Elvin, you're a keeper aspirant now. Still, the only way to improve your ranks is to beat more champions. Who knows, maybe you'll be one to reach the title of Keeper Master. There's always only one in a couple of lifetimes. You can take care of that other champion right now, or we can go back to the Keeper Stronghold first. The choice is yours. I say we go deal with the champion. You will be learning defense healing. You will be learning Icy Skin. And you will be getting Crit Chance Plus again. We're gonna go deal with that champion real quick, if I remember right. It's right down, right. I know where it is. That's awkward. Right, you don't get... In order to run away from a fight, you have to use consumable. I guess to make it more interesting, I don't know, let's just bulldoze through these guys. Sorcery. Channel. Bubble Burst. Prepare, attack, and ignite. I'm not worried about his health. You're poisoned, so you're basically dead already. Heal him. Oh, he's inflicted with Chill. Chill is a very mean stat. How Chill works is it reduces how much mana you regenerate in between turns. Which can basically cripple a monster, because if they don't have the mana to cast their attacks, then they're kind of just a duck out of water. Or a fish out of water in this case. We're going to beat down this champion and then call it a night, because I'm tired. So let's pick Gurk, Pickle, and Pebble, because Monk is weak to earth and resistant to wind. So start off with Channel. Takes a lot out of Pebble, but that's fine. Bulk of Sorcery from Pickle, and hit him with a Mud Cannon from Gurk. start off with a weaken. Follow up with a slime shot. And hit him with a mud cannon. Oh no. Right, we need to heal. You. Heal Pickle. You use Restore on Gurk. And you use Acid Rain on the Monk. Heal. Slime Shot. Spore. Right, so Gurk need the charge. Attacks them. Yeah, Monk is kind of just like a jack of all trades elementalist. He's not going to do much outside of that, though. He kind of sucks. I don't know, I'm not a fan of Monk. His evolution, which yes, they can evolve, but very few of them can, and even then, it's not easy to do. I don't know, I honestly think Monk's evolution is much better. Like, just overall. I think the design they went for Monk is like a monster that only resorts to violence if it has to. Like, most of the time you use it to sit around healing and getting stronger because it's not attacking, but in the end it's just like, you're gonna attack eventually. He's an offensive monster in nature. Oh, I got the Ocarina. And the Toxic Pot. Debuffs are 15% more effective against enemies. Well, that is something. What's it? Toxic Pot. Reduces mana regeneration, though, but it does... Right, we'll be giving that to Gurk, because his mana regeneration's already really good. Though, just to make up for it, we'll give him the Sustain Ring. Gurk's probably going to be one of his few constants, which is why I'm not giving anyone else any equipment yet. Right, it's 9:30. I'm really tired. I'll see if I can stream tomorrow. I honestly hope I can, because I would like to stream more of this. But, I'll see you all next time. I hope you all have a lovely night, or day, or afternoon, wherever it is you may be. Goodbye.